Hello dear children, this is exercise 13. From the following particulars, calculate total sales is given. If you look at the transactions, informations relating to both debtors and bills receivable are given. If you look at this 11th sum, only the information relating to debtors are given and not bills receivable. In 10th sum also no information, no particulars about bills receivable. But in this sum, they have given information about debtors and bills receivable. In such a case, you are going to prepare debtors account and bills receivable account. First, let us prepare bills receivable. Then only you have to prepare debtors account. I'll tell you why it is so. First prepare bills receivable account, then go for debtors account. Before preparing bills receivable account, just select the informations relating to bills receivable. This is about bills receivable. This is about cash received for bills receivable, and then bills receivable dishonored, then bills receivable on 31st March. So now see how we are preparing. First one, bills receivable on 1st April. This is opening balance. In opening balance, we know where it will appear. So we are writing on the debit side, writing to balance B by D. Opening balance is given as 60,000 in the sum. So bills receivable account we are preparing first, and then we are preparing total debtors account. In bills receivable account, we are writing on the debit side opening balance. Next transaction given is cash received for bills receivable. We know which side it will appear, credit side. How we have to write? By cash 1,60,000. So writing it on the credit side, by cash 1,60,000. This is by cash account. And then look at the next one, bills receivable dishonored. Dishonored also we know that it will come in the credit side, and we are going to write as debtors. So by debtors, this is dishonored. This amount is 15,000 it is given. So 15,000. And then closing balance, bills receivable on 31st March 90,000. So this will appear in the credit side as by balance C by D. Amount given is 90,000. So in the sum, first pick out the transactions relating to bills receivable. We are going to prepare the bills receivable account. This is bills receivable on 1st April. Then cash received for bills receivable. Bills receivable dishonored. Bills receivable on 31st March. Put a tick for this. First one, bills receivable on 1st April. You know that this is opening balance. This will come in the bills receivable account. This is debit side. This is credit side and opening balance. So I am writing on the debit side to balance B by D. How much it is given? 60,000 is given. I have written there. Then next transaction, cash received for bills receivable. In which side it will come? Cash received will come on the credit side. So credit side, 1,60,000 cash is received. So on the credit side, I am writing by cash account 1,60,000. 1,60,000 is written. And then next one, bills receivable dishonored. We know that dishonored also will come in the credit side. So I am writing dishonored as by debtors. If cash is received, we are writing by cash. If cash is not received, debtors again responsible to pay the amount. So we are writing by debtors, and this amount is 15,000. So 15,000 I have written. Then bills receivable on 31st March. This is closing balance. We know that it will come in the credit side, 90,000. So credit side I am writing by balance C by D. This is closing balance. So I am writing C by D. This is 90,000. Now what we have to do? We have to total the credit side. If you add, you are getting 33000, then I have 5, then 6, 2,65,000 we are getting. And then debit side total only 60,000 is there. 2,65,000 minus 60,000. The difference amount is 2,05,000. This comes in the debit side. This is the balancing figure and I am writing it on the debit side. How to write this? To debtors. This is actually bills receivable received during the year. Bills receivable received from debtors. So we are writing to debtors and we have completed the bills receivable account. Next we have to prepare the total debtors account. Write the heading at the top. This is debit side, this is credit side. Actually children, we have to take double page. But in phone, in the mobile, it is not convenient for me to show both the sides. I have to go this side and I have to go that side. That's why I am doing it on a single page. You don't do that. Now you have to write the informations relating to total debtors. First information, debtors on 1st April. This is opening balance and so we have to write on the debit side to balance B by D. To balance B by D, 2,50,000 is given. I am writing it on the debit side. Then you are looking at the next transaction. This already we have written in bills receivable account, leave it. Now we are preparing debtors account. So take the transactions relating to debtors. So cash received from debtors. So that is by cash received. While preparing debtors account, what we have seen, you remembered it. Opening balance will appear on the debit side. Below that only credit sales will appear. All other informations you have to write on the credit side. Hope you will remember. So this is cash received from debtors 7,25,000. I am writing it on the credit side. Then a cash received we have written. This is already we have written. Bad debts. Bad debts will appear on the credit side 30,000. So by bad debts on the credit side, this is 30,000. So I am writing it here 30,000. And then bills receivable dishonored. Returns inward is there. Returns inward also will come on the credit side. We know that. So by returns inward. Returns inward is otherwise called sales returns. So returns inward is 50,000 given. So I am writing 50,000 on the credit side. Then sundry debtors on 31st March. This is closing balance. So closing balance always as the last item 2,40,000. So by balance C by D. This is closing balance. This amount is 2,40,000. It is written. Why I am leaving line, I am tell you. That is, before closing the total debtors account, you have to look at the bills receivable account. In bills receivable account, if there is any debtors account, it is to be transferred to debtors account. Here you can see debtors 2,05,000. This is bills receivable received during the year, I said. For this we have seen the journal also. Bills receivable received during the year means what journal we have seen? That is bills receivable is coming inside, debtors is giving. So bills receivable account debtor to debtors. Already we have seen this journal. If you post this, definitely this bills receivable will come in the bills receivable account and debtors will come in the debtors account. Is it not? If you look at this transaction, only bills receivable is there. So bills receivable account we can write. But here we are preparing both the accounts. Bills receivable also we are preparing. Debtors account also we are preparing. So definitely this transaction will come in debtors account. So where we have to write this? Straight away in the credit side. Sorry children, I am not striking it. I am showing how this will appear. So we have to write here by in debtors account we will not write debtors. We have to write by bills receivable account. By bills receivable account 2,05,000 we have to write. And then in the credit side, debtors is there. This will come in the debit side. As per the journal only we are posting. So here we have to write in debtors account bills receivable. We will not write bills receivable in bills receivable account and debtors in debtors account. We will write the other aspect only. So this is 15,000. So first prepare. That's why I said first prepare bills receivable, then prepare total debtors account. To post the transactions, here also post the transactions, then see where is debtors. Debtors is in the debit means it will come in the credit. Here credit side debtors is there, this will come in the debit side. So this will come 15,000. In bills receivable account we used to write debtors. In debtors account we have to write bills receivable. Clear? Then what we have to do, as usual, you have to balance. If you total the credit side, it comes to 12,50,000. 12,50,000 minus this 2,65,000. This will give you 9,85,000. This is 12,50,000. The total. Credit side total, debit side only 2,65,000. If you deduct this, you are getting this. And straight to that, you have to write 2 credit sales. This is the balancing figure. This is the difference between both the sides. That is the balancing figure. After finding this credit sales, now it will be easy for you to calculate total sales. Cash sales plus credit sales is equal to total sales. Credit sales is given, that is we have calculated as 9,85,000, and cash sales is given in the book. Cash sales is given in the sum 3,15,000. So cash sales plus credit sales. This will give you 9 plus 3 lakh. So 12 lakh, 85 plus 13 lakh. 13 lakh you will be getting. If you add both, you will get rupees 13 lakh. And this is the answer. This is, I told already, this is not, I am cutting it. This answer I have transferred here. This amount I have transferred here. That's all. Children, you can understand well. Only thing, you must have patience and repeatedly see the videos. You will understand. If you understand the debtors account and bills receivable, it will be easy for you to prepare creditors account and bills payable. Right? Repeatedly watch these 2 videos. You will understand. Thank you, Ma.